Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the 18 Yard Podcast. Todd, how are you, my friend?
I'm quite good today, actually. How are you doing?
I'm stupendous, mate. What a weekend it has been for the Chelsea. Absolutely buzzing. 7 scored, none conceded. Both teams are in London. Big week. Spurs, though, dropped off the pace a
Yeah,
little bit.
I have,
Postecoglou
unfortunately.
can't be happy. Um,
No.
yeah, I mean, they've put themselves in complete strife for Champions League now. It's
Yeah,
gone. It's gone because they're 7 points behind Villa. I'm just looking at it now. 7 points
yeah,
behind Villa. They've got 3 games left. Villa aren't gonna, Villa need what? Villa need 2 points
yeah.
to
To secure it.
guarantee it. To
Yeah,
guarantee it, yeah. But Chelsea been cracking up in there. We're 7th now,
yeah. You've
and
climbed
only
pretty
two
quickly.
points. Only 2 points behind Newcastle as well. It's been a good turnaround. I mean, we're only 7th. But there's a possibility for 6th there. 3 games left. We're
Yeah.
2 behind Newcastle,
Well, there's a strong
which,
possibility that you're still playing in Europe next year.
yeah, that'd be nice to considering how the season's gone. I mean, we shouldn't be
Yeah.
celebrating the fact that we might make Europe, but not a bad one. But let's get into the predictions that we did at the end of the last episode in terms of the Premier League. We did Champions League as well, which you got nearly spot on.
Yeah. Surprisingly.
Yes, but I did not. I was very wrong. I didn't get any results right.
In the
But
Champions
that's all
League or
right.
the
But
in the Prem.
no, in the Champions League, I think I said that Bayern would win 2-0 and PSG would win 1-0 or something like that.
Yeah.
But so, Chelsea Spurs, you said it'd be a draw. I backed the Chelsea. Chelsea come through.
Yeah.
I've got
2-0
one.
win.
Yeah. Luton, Everton, we both said Luton.
So
So neither
we've
of us got anything there.
managed to scrape a point off them and send them further into strife.
They will be, yeah, they're going to be in trouble now, especially because, yeah, they're in big trouble at the moment. I won't be surprised if they go now. We both said Arsenal to beat Bournemouth, and they did.
Yeah.
So that's
3-0.
2-1,
Pretty convincing.
and then Fulham Brentford. I said draw.
Mm-hmm.
Another point
Good
for me.
shout.
You said Fulham.
Yep.
Then I don't know if I'm reading this right. Did you really pick Burnley and Newcastle to draw?
Probably.
Well, they didn't. They
No,
didn't.
that was a bit of a one-sided affair there.
Yeah, it was a little bit. Um, yeah, I picked Sheffield to beat Forest, and I was wrong. You did pick Forest, so what's that? Am I
Yep.
4-2 up? I think so.
Yeah, I think so.
I think so. And then what have we got for Forest? We both said
City
City to
Wolves.
win, which they did.
Haaland's back
We
in his form.
we both, yeah, that was a cracker as well. He just looked switched on, didn't he?
Yeah, that header he climbed so
Even,
high, bro. Fuck.
yeah, I know he's just nuts, isn't he? He's really good, and he's probably put the golden boot argument to bed
Oh, for
now
sure,
because
without a doubt.
it was getting tight with Palmer, and I think Isak's there as well on the same as Palmer.
Yeah. Yep.
So, or it might be, I can't remember if it's more now, but he's put that to bed by packing 4 away, hasn't he? But
Pretty comfortably.
good on the fella. We both picked Villa to beat Brighton.
Did you watch
We were
any of that
wrong.
game?
No.
Just
I think I saw the highlights, but it wasn't. Yeah.
Villa didn't look it at all. Brighton were all over him most of the game.
Yeah. It's a shame, isn't it? Because at the start of the season when they were kicking on at the top with the big boys, we were all going, "Oh, how nice would it be if Villa were?" I just weren't quite. They're just not quite good enough, are they? But
Quite.
they're up with some tough sides. We both picked West Ham to beat Chelsea, and that didn't happen. And we
quite.
both picked Liverpool and Spurs to draw, and they did not.
Yeah.
So
That was a
that
very
one?
one-sided game until that last 20 minutes.
Yeah. So I think it's 4-2 or 5-3 to me, or one of them. I win. Yes. But no, interesting match week. That Liverpool game was. Liverpool looked at the races.
Yeah, they did. Did you see Harvey Elliott's goal?
He's a cracker of a player, man. I did say it. Yeah. Got good goal. Good goal.
Finishing
He's so good. He's so good, man. I think he's. Yeah. I don't know about underrated, but I think he's a really good player for sure.
He's very technically gifted.
Oh, he's talented, man. He's talented, but he knows how to play the game as well. Like, he knows where to be and he knows where to move, and his passing is really good. He was in amongst it. I was watching.
Yeah,
I watched
he was.
I watched it just before. He was doing well. What do you think has gone wrong for Spurs, though? Because 2 games on the bounce now, being second best to sides that, on paper, on paper you'd look at them and go, Spurs probably should win.
Yeah.
I don't know what's happened to them. They don't seem up for it. Postecoglou was proper. He was doing some serious shouting at him.
Yeah, they just look uninterested.
He's not happy. They do, and it's a shame because when he kicked off this season.
Mm-hmm.
Everyone was looking at him going, the Spurs have an identity. They play like they want to be playing now. They play with a little bit of passion behind him. He's made some great signings as well. Now, the last couple of games of the season where it's really important, well, I guess not anymore, but it was really important for them to kick on and get points and qualify for Europe. Flopped it.
Yeah. They've crumbled at the deciding moment as Spurs normally do.
Yeah, I was going to say, they've crumbled at the Spurs moment, haven't they? But, hey, that's, it is what it is.
Just London sides at the moment, not doing too well at all. Except
Arsenal. Top of the league, kicking on. They were
top of the league until City win.
Yeah, but they are, as we're talking, but they were good against, was it Brentford they played? No,
Bournemouth.
They were good. You expect them to beat Bournemouth, but they were really good. Rice played so well.
Tell you who's criminally underrated this season is Leandro Trossard. He's got 16 goals off the bench this season.
Does he?
Yeah.
16 off? That's impressive.
Yeah. 16 goals.
He is a good player. I don't know. It's such a tough side to get into, though, isn't it? I mean, Saka and Martinelli play so well. Tough, but no, good on him.
He's doing the job when he comes on.
That's what you need from your subs, though, isn't it? That's what you need.
Chelsea.
I saw yesterday, or whenever it was I was watching. We've got 14 first-team players out with injuries.
Yeah.
The bench against Spurs, was like entirely kids. Half of them had never played a minute of Premier League football.
Jesus. It's impressive.
And we've still scored 7. Yeah. To be fair, like the team on the pitch is good. Yeah. But that's a lot of injuries, man. That's a lot of injuries. And you can wonder, would it have gone a different way with those players? I mean, we're missing Nkunku, we're missing James, Chilwell.
Nkunku's back, mate. He played yesterday.
He's back training.
He played
Did he?
yesterday. Yeah.
I do not remember.
I'll tell you when he
Clearly,
came on.
he clearly didn't do much. I do not
He
remember seeing him, but I was on the
came
beers
on.
last night. So
Came on at the 76th minute.
right,
Or Madueke, I think. Same substituted at the same time for Madueke and Mudryk with him and Cassidy,
okay.
whoever that is.
But he's been gone all season.
Yeah,
which I think has made an impact because he's a good player.
He is a good player. He's just very injury ridden.
That he is. So is Reece James though, and he's. I mean, I'm going to say that he's probably the best fullback in the world when he's fit.
Frimpong would be giving him a run for his money at the moment.
No, Reece James is clear of Jeremy Frimpong. Frimpong is good, but Reece James is better.
I guess they're in different leagues. They're in different leagues.
They are in different leagues, but Reece James in that Leverkusen side would be doing an even better job than Frimpong. He's a better player. He just is.
You never know.
Speaking of players who are the best, shall we jump into our first segment? We have built for the viewers an all-time South American 11. So, Todd, would you like to kick us off? I've gone for a 4-3-3 on my formation.
I've also gone for a 4-3-3, but I'm having a CDM, CM, Cam midfield.
Okay. I've got 2 centre mids and a Cam.
Okay. I'll kick us off. In goals, I've got Julio Cesar.
Oh, that's a good call, actually. That's actually a really good call. I didn't. Okay. Yeah, no, that's fair. That's fair. That's fair.
Who have you got in goals?
I have Alisson.
Okay. That's respectable.
It's not Edison. I'll be honest, I did forget about Julio Cesar, but I don't know. I still think Alisson is probably a better goalkeeper. It's tough. It's close. I think they're both good shouts there. There's not.
Julio Cesar was in that. Julio Cesar was in that Inter team with.
He was in that Inter team. That was a very, very, very good Inter team.
Unbelievable.
It's a good call. It's a good call.
Well, kick off the right back. I've gone with Julio Cesar's Inter teammate, Zanetti.
I considered Zanetti, but I've gone for Dani Alves.
I was tossing up between Zanetti and Dani Alves.
He's a staple of football, is Dani Alves. Yeah. That is a man who he knew how to win. He played in that incredibly good Barca team. He played in all the good Barca teams, really.
Yeah, realistically.
Yeah, he was unreal.
Right, my first centre-back. I've gone for Lucio.
Okay, that's fair. Yeah, that's fair. I can't argue with that. I've got the Argentinian man, Pasarella.
Okay.
Who, I'll be honest, I hadn't really heard of. And then I did some serious Googling. Yep. And I watched some highlight reels because you have to watch highlight reels. Quality player.
Okay.
Quality player.
I've heard a lot about him, but I've never seen any videos of him playing, so I'll take
I'd never seen him play. He's much before my time.
That's fair. My other centre-back is the captain of your club, Thiago Silva. He's
also my other centre-back.
He's had an amazing career.
Bro, he's fantastic. It's a shame that I mean, I know that he's, 30? He's 39?
Something like that. He's old.
He's something like 38, 39, yeah. He is. He's kicking on. And, yeah, what a player. What a player. Another one who was in that... Was he in that Inter team?
He was in the AC Milan team with
AC team. AC, not Inter. Yeah. He was in the AC team. Quality there. Quality at PSG. He's
He
been
was.
he's been really good for us as well. He's been he's a passionate player wherever he is.
Yeah.
I've got respect for that. He deserves a spot in this 11. Who's your left back, mate?
My left back is his Brazilian and former PSG teammate Maxwell. Won countless trophies with PSG, with
So
Brazil.
let me get this straight. Let me get this straight. You had a choice between Roberto Carlos, Marcelo, and you've gone for Maxwell.
Yep.
You're nuts, bro. You can say, bro, he played for PSG. Of course, he's gonna win stuff.
Well, he wants shit with Brazil as well.
He's a little fraud. I have selected Marcelo because he's actually good. I mean, to be fair, played for Madrid, so one lot with Madrid. But he's good. Well, he's got one of the best touches in the world. Well, he certainly did.
Yeah.
And he's a left back. Maxwell, you're nuts.
Yeah. Trust me.
Maxwell.
Maxwell's in a lot of people's best 11 that they've played with, including Zlatan Ibrahimovic's best 11.
Maxwell is the
Yep.
best South American left back of all time.
Yep.
You're fucking deluded, bro. You're deluded. Give me a centre mid. Move on. That's it. No.
My two, I've kind of got two holding mids as my centre mids. I've got Sebastian Veron and Diego Simeone.
Okay. Yeah, Simeone is an interesting call. I was considering Veron for mine, but I didn't. I went for James Rodriguez as one of my centre mids.
I was gonna go for him.
I went James Rodriguez as one of my centre mids, especially he turns up for Colombia more than
Everton.
his club. I still can't believe that he played for Everton. I can't believe that there was a time on this planet where Everton Football Club had Ancelotti as the manager and James Rodriguez as a midfielder. Ridiculous. And then I got Maradona as my other centre mid. And actually, he was the one I nearly didn't get in. He was the one I nearly swapped out for Veron. Then
I've got Maradona at cam with the substitution of Garrincha.
Well, we're not playing South American 18, are we? You don't get substitutions.
No,
I've got him in centre mid. And I've got Ronaldinho as my cap.
Okay. So your midfield is Veron, Rodriguez, and Maradona.
No.
Lovely.
Ronaldinho, Rodriguez, Maradona. Veron didn't make mine.
Yep, that's right.
Yeah.
All right, so mine's Veron, Simeone, Maradona. Yours is
Yeah.
Maradona, Ronaldinho, James Rodriguez.
That's the one. Yeah.
Lovely.
Give us your forwards, mate.
You can't say a South American right winger without saying Messi.
No, I've got Messi as well. That would be a criminal offence if we didn't say him.
And my left winger, I was tossing up between Dino and Neymar, and I had to go with Dino because he's won a Ballon d'Or.
I've gone for Vinicius Junior.
Have you?
I've gone for Vinicius Junior. I think he's better than Neymar. I think he's more complete than Neymar. That's for sure. Neymar, you can argue, obviously, he's got the skills to pay the bills. Played for, again, lots of incredible Barca teams. But I just think he falls over a little bit too much. I mean, Vinicius Junior does the same thing, but he's killing it at the moment at Real. And I think, a couple more years, I'll be surprised if that fella does not win something major for himself. Maybe maybe a Ballon d'Or. He's certainly knocking on the door. I mean, he's playing really
Mm.
well. And he just looks up
Yeah,
for it, man. So I've got
he
him.
does.
I've got him. Striker, who have you got?
I've struggled to pick between four.
Okay.
I had Pele, R9, Kaka, or Suarez, and I've gone with Pele.
You big fraud. Pele.
Yeah.
He honked. No. I'm better than Pele. I genuinely think stick me in the teams that he was playing for, and I would score the same amount of goals. He's a big fraud. I've got Darwin Núñez.
No.
Darwin Núñez is the best South American striker in the world.
In
No, I'm
history.
joking. I've got R9. I've got R9, but in brackets, I've got Núñez is still better though.
Fucking hell.
Yeah. So I've got R9, but I like Darwin Núñez. He's good. He's a good man.
Okay, that's respectable.
Well, there we go. They're not the same team, which is good. Otherwise, this whole segment would be completely pointless. But I do think that it is criminal that you've gone for Pele and Maxwell.
Maxwell's good.
That Maxwell shout is possibly the worst take I've ever heard of yours. That's a shocker. There's no way. Viewers, let us know in the comments what you think of that absolutely blasphemous call. Oh wow.
It was unreal.
Okay. Speaking of unreal, mate, did
Yep.
you see the Melbourne Derby last night?
I didn't watch any of it, but
I didn't watch any of it either.
I've seen all the reports on it. There was 2 red cards, finished 1-1 after 90 minutes, extra time, penalties, the whole works.
Yeah, I mean, I imagine it would have been a good game to be at, being a
Mhm.
derby. Victory had a player sent off in the 30-something minute
Something like
when
that.
they
Yeah.
were 1-0 down, and then equalised in the 88th to win on penalties, which, it would have been decent, but I mean, we just don't watch that much A-League, really, do we? It's just not.
No.
It's just not that good. But they're changing it.
They are. They're bringing in the second division. They've officially called it the Australian Championship, which is a bit of a rip-off from England, but what are you going to do? You can't really control the FFA. They'll do what they want.
That they will. Do you know who's going to be in it? Which sides?
I do. We've got a short list of, I think it's 8 teams. We've got, from New South Wales, we have Apia Leichhardt, Sydney Olympic, Sydney United, and Wollongong Wolves. And then the rest are from Melbourne, so it's just a New South Wales Victoria second division, and that consists of Avondale, Preston, South Melbourne. I've left out a Sydney team, Marconi Stallions. So that's the 8. There's 5 New South Wales teams and 3 Victorian teams in the division. It's a bit of a rogue one.
It's a bit of a rogue one. I suppose, though, it's hard because there's not the funding there in some of those slightly smaller teams. It's tricky to make it, pulling in a team from Perth and one from Brisbane or, even further north. And you would expect maybe you get something from Adelaide, though.
Yeah, I was expecting, I can't remember I think it's Adelaide Olympic. They've got decent funding behind them, and I was surprised that I don't think they even put in a bid to be in the second division, which surprised me.
At what point do they just have to merge it all together? Because like in England, you can go from non-league all the way into the Premier League as long as you've got the funding behind you, and obviously you win your games and you get promoted and whatever. But Australia are just going to leave it so that you can't get in, can't go all the way through the system, or
I think so. It's too corrupt here. There's too much bribery. There's too much money going into one person that's going to affect the next decision. All that shit.
Yeah,
it's too political here for it to be like. Imagine Doreen United going from Metro League 8 2 years ago to the A League. They wouldn't let it happen.
No, but they should, because I think that's actually like those sorts of storylines are the ones that bring people to the sport, you
Mhm.
know? So yeah, I don't know. I don't know. You'd like to see it happen. I think it allows for a lot more homegrown talent
Mhm.
and also just allows for the growth to be there because currently you don't get it,
Yeah.
especially here. But what can you do? We can't bloody change it, but we can sit
No.
here and whinge about it.
As we
So,
always do.
oh yeah, as we do. Oh yeah, I just think it's poor. I
Yeah.
just think it's poor the way that they do it. But football here is it's just not the same, is it? It's
No.
just not the same, and until I think until they just open it up to everyone, and they allow a full promotion relegation system. If you're good, you're good. If you're shite, you're shite.
Mhm.
But yeah, I hate the finals format. I know I whinge about this all the time when we talk, but I hate the fact that you win the league, you play however many games it is in the A League now, keeps bloody changing.
Yeah.
Play however many games to get to the end of the season. You win the league, but then you might not win the league.
Yeah, it's weird. You
I
play the
think it's
whole
criminal.
season.
If you're going to play a knockout tournament, play a knockout tournament, but
Mhm.
don't play a full season and then be like, oh, nah, none of that counted.
Yeah. They get a trophy, but it doesn't mean anything because everyone looks forward to the trophy at the end of the final series.
Yeah, that looks like a toilet seat, by the way.
It is a toilet seat, let's be
Get it
real.
out, get it out, get it out of here. Yeah, it's a shame, mate. I don't even know half the players that play there anymore. And I used to go to heaps of victory games with my dad and whatnot. We used to
Mhm.
go. Well, we were season ticket holders for a while.
Mhm.
I'm just not interested anymore. I'm really not.
Mm.
And every time I watch it, I kind of just go like, I mean, we went to a game, didn't we? We watched. Who did we watch? Melbourne City, Wellington? No, Newcastle.
Yeah, City Newcastle.
Boring as
Yeah.
batshit.
Yeah, there was nothing happening.
Boring as batshit. The most entertaining part of that was,
The beers.
yeah, honestly, it probably was. There's that one lad who played for City who was okay. The
Which
left
one?
winger, I think he's Brazilian.
Oh, yeah, it was like Natel or something. Can't remember his name.
Yeah, but he can only dribble. Like his
Yeah.
actual game awareness is awful. You see that a
Yeah.
lot here, actually. I've
Yeah,
noticed a lot.
it's a very if you run into trouble, start again base.
Yeah, I notice it a lot here because I coach now, and a lot of the kids that I coach are good at dribbling, are really good on the ball, but there's no knowledge whatsoever of like pass and move and whatever.
Mm.
Whereas in England, you learn a little bit more pass and move from a younger age, which I think is why it's just better over there.
Yeah.
Whereas here, I coach a game on a Saturday or whatever it is, and it's 7 aside, and everyone's just like this, everyone just runs at the ball.
Mhm.
You've got to sort of stand there and point it out to them heaps. And I know they're only like 9, 10, but even so. Anyway, shall we get into our second segment
We shall.
of
We
today?
shall indeed.
We have got the best player from every single Premier League club, or at least what we think. We've each got a list. So we're going to start from. Should we start from the top? Do you want to start with Arsenal or do you want to start with Sheffield?
Let's start from the bottom because then it'll be
Okay.
gradually more controversial for each other.
Okay. Yeah. So Sheffield, I've got their striker, Archer. I don't even
Okay.
know his first name. I've watched him a couple of times. he's not special, but he seems to create a little bit more
Hmm.
than the rest of their side. But I mean, that's a side that's been really poor, so picking a good player there is tough.
I've gone for Burton Diaz, the Chilean striker they signed
That's
from
yeah,
Blackburn.
no, yeah, that's fair. That's fair.
Yeah,
He's pretty decent to be fair.
he is. It's just
Um,
shame he's at a shit team.
it is. It is. Burnley. I've got O'Shea.
I've gone for Burger.
Burger. Nice. What a
Yep.
name. Great name. Um, Luton. I think that's a pretty obvious one that I've got Ross Barkley.
Yeah, I was going to pick Ross Barkley anyway because Everton bias.
Yeah, well, he's actually been good though.
Yeah,
He's
he
been
has.
he's been really solid. He's had a good season.
Yep.
For Forest, I have Callum Hudson-Odoi.
I have a Langer
That's fair. That's fair. Hudson-Odoi was quality
the other
against.
day. Yeah,
Yeah, he was quality
scored
the
a
other day. I
brace.
can't remember who. Yeah, he did. He was good as well. Like he
Yeah,
looked good. Brentford, I have Wissa.
I went for Burmo.
Yeah, fair, fair. Everton,
We're all shit. But
yes, you are all shit.
um, I've I had to pick between two, between Pickford and
Me
Branthwaite,
too.
and I've gone for Branthwaite.
I've done exactly the same thought process there. I've also got Branthwaite there, but
Yeah,
Pickford's been good for you for years. Is the thing.
yeah,
Is
he
Branthwaite's
saved
been
us
really solid this season. Pickford's the only reason that you're in the Premier League.
100%.
The last like 2-3 seasons you should have gone, and he's
Mhm.
kept you there.
Yep.
He actually is very good. Palace,
Elise.
I've got Elise as well. Shit right foot though.
Yeah, no right foot, non-existent.
Shit right foot, but he's good. Uh, Fulham,
I'm gonna go for an ex-Chelsea man in Willian.
fair. I was debating him, but he seems to come off the bench a lot.
He
He's
does a
getting
bit,
on,
yeah.
so I've got Rodrigo Muniz.
Okay, no, that's
I
fair.
believe he's their top goal scorer as well.
Mhm.
Wolves,
Hwang Hee-chan.
I've got him as well. A great name as well.
Matheus Cunha is a
Great
very,
name.
very close second.
Yeah, yeah, got another good name. Brighton.
I'm gonna go for a controversial one and say Billy Gilmore.
He's controversial.
Yeah,
I don't know about that. He's good.
he
I
works.
don't watch that much of Brighton's games. They're probably one of the clubs that I'm like least interested in watching.
Mm.
So I've gone for João Pedro.
No, that's fair. That's a fair
I
shout.
like what I see when I see him. But yeah,
Mhm.
I don't watch him very much to be honest with you. Bournemouth.
Tossing up between Dominic Solanke and Justin Kluivert.
I've got Solanke.
I'll go Justin Kluivert then. Fuck you.
Fair. He's still worse than his dad though, isn't he?
Oh yeah, no
Uh,
one really lives up to their parents' names, do they?
no. Not really, no.
Apart from
Maybe
Erling Haaland.
Schmeichel maybe.
Schmeichel,
Yeah,
Haaland.
Haaland. Yeah, some of them. West Ham United, lads who got battered by the mighty Chelsea.
It's
I
really
have,
it's really just Jared Bowen, isn't it?
yeah, I've got Jared Bowen.
Yeah.
Yeah, Man United,
Harry Maguire.
that's the right answer. I've got Colby Mainoo, but that's the right answer.
Yeah.
I like Maguire, man. I know that he cops a lot, he gets a lot of hate, and he is built like a fridge. But I like
Yeah.
Maguire, man. I like him for England a lot more than I like him at United as a
Mm.
player. I don't know. Maybe the United system don't work for him. I don't know what it is,
He's
but
picked up his act the last season, so he's done all right,
yeah,
especially
yeah.
with all the mental side of it. Everyone's just attacking him constantly. He's picked himself up pretty well.
No, I mean that whole United side's in tatters though, innit? That Eric Ten Hag character's a clown.
Yeah.
He's a clown, man. He really is. He ain't got a clue what's going on.
No,
I hope
90%
I
of the
hope
time, no.
Sancho stays at Dortmund.
So do I. Dortmund said they're gonna try and keep him at all costs,
Yeah,
which
he's
is
good, man. He's a good player when he plays for a side that want him to
once.
play.
Yeah.
You know, um, so whatever. Chelsea.
Everyone's gonna say Cole Palmer, but I'm saying Conor Gallagher.
I'm saying Conor Gallagher as well. I like obviously it doesn't have anywhere near the goal contributions that Palmer does, and Palmer's probably one of the only reasons that we're where we are because he's pulled us from the gutter a couple of times this season. But
Yeah.
I just sometimes when I watch him, I just go do something.
Mhm.
I can't remember. We were watching a game together. I think it might have been against Brentford, or maybe it was the FA Cup against Leicester or whatever it was.
I think it was the Leicester
And
game.
and we won the game, and I think he even scored. But I was just watching him going, bro, do something. You're just standing on the
Mhm.
halfway line doing nothing. You're not pressing. You're not chasing. You look uninterested whenever you get the ball. And Gallagher's up and down like a bloody dog. He works so
Yeah.
hard, that fella.
Yeah.
Passionate
Unbelievable
character.
work rate.
Yeah, I like him. Newcastle United.
Isak.
You haven't had as good a season as some people would have thought.
Yeah. Then again, they're still in a European spot for now.
They are still in a European spot. And to be honest, I think it'll be good for them playing. It'll be good
Conference
for them
League.
to just be in Europe and get used to it again. You
Yeah.
know, maybe depth in the squad a little bit because they come in, they've had the takeover, pull themselves from the gutter to finish in a top four spot the season after, and then they've gone straight in with not that many more players into
Mhm.
the Champions League, had to play at such a high quality there, whilst the expectation still being there that they finish in a European spot in the Premier League. Tough for them. So maybe
Has been.
another year just playing Europe, get used to the fixtures and that sort of stuff.
Mm.
Might be good for them. Pull in another couple of players. But yeah, who'd you say? Isak?
I said Isak, yeah.
That's fair. I've got Bruno Guimaraes. I think he's fabulous.
That's fair.
I
That's a good
think he's a
shout.
really, really good player. Shouldn't we? Oh, well, that gives away what my Spurs on in. Spurs, yeah, Spurs. I've got Son.
Yeah, I'll have to agree.
Argument can be made for Van der Ven though.
Yeah, Van de Ven is quality, but he then
He's actually really good.
did get flipped a couple weeks ago.
He did get flipped. He did get flipped, yes, but he's good. He's quick.
Yeah, oh, he's rapid, man.
Yeah, he's
Unbelievably
quick.
quick.
He's good. Villa.
See, the immediate answer is Ollie Watkins, but
Mhm.
I personally think Leon Bailey.
I've got John McGinn.
I'm not surprised.
I love John McGinn, man. I really do. He's one of my favourite footballers because he works like a dog. He's passionate, and sometimes he gets fed up and just kicks people. And I've got a lot of time for a bloke who gets fed up and kicks people.
Yeah,
I've got John McGinn. What a guy.
fair enough.
Liverpool.
None of them. They're all shit.
Give us an answer.
Endo.
Okay. Do you know what? I'm just gonna ignore you on that because he's just not. He's just not. I've got Darwin Nunes.
I'm not surprised with that.
I love Darwin Nunes, I really do. Nah, I've got Luis Diaz. I think Diaz is better.
No,
You're
that's
not going
fair.
to catch me ever putting Salah there. I don't like
No.
Salah. I think he's a clown. So I've got
I agree.
Luis Diaz. Manchester City.
I have a feeling we have the same answer here. Phil Foden.
I love that. Yeah, he's quality, bro. He's unbelievable. He's absolutely unbelievable.
He's having his best season on record this season, and no one's talking about
Yeah.
it because of Cole Palmer.
Oh, he's killing it, man. He's absolutely killing it. And he's another one. He works so hard. He absolutely, like, he proper rats, but he's so
Mhm.
good on the ball. And
Yeah,
his touch is fantastic. He's, I've said this to you a few times. He's one of the only players that you see since Messi, really, who dribbles so well without looking at the ball.
yeah.
Like, it just sticks to him. It's unbelievable. Um,
Just knows
Obviously,
where it is all
arguments
the
there.
time.
Yeah, arguments can be made for Haaland and KDB and that, and they're not wrong. But I
Yeah.
just think Foden's unbelievable. And last, but definitely not least, Arsenal.
I have a feeling we got the same one for this as well in Declan Rice.
Yeah, Declan Rice. He's fantastic, man.
Yeah.
He's fantastic. He's like his game's opened up a little bit more since he went to Arsenal because West Ham he just sat deep, picked up the ball, dribbled past four players, and played a diagonal, and he was
Yeah.
fantastic at it. Like he was unbelievable. But he's just he's playing as more box to box
Mm.
now than he ever has, and he's so good, man. He's so good. His goal uh, the other day against Bournemouth,
Mhm.
Geezer ran like the whole pitch to get there. He just booked it, got there.
Mm.
Even his assist, he done the same thing. He come from nowhere. He's fantastic. And he works so hard, good in different positions. Declan Rice, he's an
He
unbelievable character.
he is a very, very what's the word? I can't remember the word. He's very good all round.
He
Versatile,
is
that's the word. He's very versatile.
he is that. He is that. Okay, so shall we jump into the last segment before our prediction segment, which is our little football tic tac toe thing? We'll put a visual on screen somewhere for the viewers,
Yeah.
but we've got one in front of us on the phone, and you can go first on this tic tac toe business.
Well, I'm gonna
Is this season or is this at any point?
at any point, I'm pretty sure.
Okay, okay.
I'm gonna kick us off straight away with Newcastle and Italy, Sandro Tonali.
Yeah, that's fair. That's kind of where I was thinking. I'm gonna go for Leeds and 10 plus league goals, and I'm
Mhm.
gonna go for Patrick Bamford.
That's fair. Um, I'm gonna go Leeds and Italy, Willy Gnonto.
Okay. Hmm. I'm gonna block you here, but I can't think of any Italian La Liga players. I can't
Neither
think of
coach.
any Italian La Liga players. Why can I not think of any Italian La Liga players? I can't even think of Italian players now. I haven't got a clue. I'm just gonna have to stick with the 10 plus league goals in La
Mhm.
Liga, and I'm gonna go Cristiano Ronaldo.
Fair enough. Um, I'm going to go French and Leeds, Melier, the goalkeeper.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna go for Newcastle and 10 plus league goals to win because it's tic tac toe. Alan Shearer.
Shearer, fuck.
Yes, yes. All
Fair
the
play.
10. Oh, that was easy. That one. I enjoyed that. Can you think of any Italian La Liga players?
What, past
Let me
and
see if I can
present?
find any. Yeah,
Alessandro Diamanti.
fair enough. Never heard of him.
Played for Western United a couple of seasons ago.
Oh, there you go. I don't want
Oh,
to
no,
pay
he
to
was.
look.
He didn't play La Liga. Fuck. I don't know
Yeah,
who was in there then.
let me see if I can find any.
Only 10% of
Um,
people chose Ronaldo in the La Liga and 10 plus league goals a season in a season.
really?
Yeah.
Oh, because that's this year. Total overview. Can you show me? John
Um,
Aloisi played in La Liga.
did he?
Yeah,
For
that's what
who?
this is telling me. I don't know. I can't say.
Let me look him up. That's Rogue. I didn't know he played in La Liga. Playing career. Oh, he played for
Osasuna and
Osasuna and
Alaves.
Alaves.
Yeah,
Played for
there you
Coventry
go.
City. Far out.
There you go. Alrighty. Well, shall we do Premier League predictions then? Let me just get these
We
ready to
shall.
go and written down. What's your name? Okay. Let me get the games up. And okay. Fixtures. Tomorrow morning, we see an absolute rip roarer of a game between Crystal Palace and Manchester United.
I reckon that's going to be a
At
draw, to
Palace.
be honest.
I think it'll probably be a draw. I reckon we're going to see an Elise Worldy.
Okay.
Another one.
I reckon we're going to see Jeffrey Schlupp try another worldie.
That was a belter, though. That was what a goal
Great
that
goal.
was. All right, both going to draw on that one. The Saturday night game, Fulham, Man City.
It's realistically, City are just going to play their full strength 11 because they're fighting for the title. So I'm going to go with City.
Yeah, I've got City. Bournemouth, Brentford.
Bournemouth because they're at home and they're in better form.
Fair. That's fair. Don't know why. I think
Bournemouth.
draw. I think draw. I
Okay.
think draw. I think draw.
Fair enough.
Do you want me to say it again, just so you know?
No, I
I've
don't
just
think I
put
heard you.
I've just put B next to, because when I do them, I'll write like our names and then I just put like the first letter of the team, or I'll put D for draw.
Mm-hmm.
And I've put B, but they both start with B, so that doesn't help.
We'll do BO or BR.
BR, BR, yeah. Everton, Sheffield United.
Everton's last home game for the season. Sheffield already know they're going down. Everton already know they're staying up. It's going to be a shit game, but I still think Everton's going to win.
I think Everton will win. I think you're shite, but I think you're a little bit better than Sheffield because they're truly shite.
I would hope we're better than fucking Sheffield. Jesus.
Newcastle, Brighton.
It's got
That's
Newcastle
Newcastle
written
for
all
me.
over it. Yeah.
Yeah, that's Newcastle for me. Then we've got Spurs, Burnley. Actually, kind of an important game, although it's also kind of not, because Spurs are running out of things to play for.
Burnley are still fighting for safety.
Burnley are still fighting for safety, yeah.
I'm going to say draw.
I'm going to say Spurs because it's at home, and I think they're going to cop a hair dryer treatment from Postecoglou over the next few days after, let's be real, two below average performances in a
Yeah.
time where they needed it. I'm going to go for Spurs. West Ham, Luton.
I have a feeling Luton are going to win that one.
I don't.
West Ham are
I
shit
think
at the
West Ham
moment.
will win it. They are, but
They
I
look.
think they're better than Luton again. And I mean, thing is though, Luton have something to fight for there, because West Ham have a lot less, maybe.
Yeah.
But I'm still going to go West
Okay.
Ham. Okay, sorry about that, viewers. My AirPods died, and then my laptop wouldn't pick up the fact that I was speaking. We have fun over here, so let's crack through these predictions quite quickly, so that we don't have to go through that again. I believe we just done West Ham Luton, so we're on to Wolves Crystal Palace this time. Palace, the unlucky team. Oh, actually, no, they play Tuesday and then Sunday, so they're all right. Wolves Palace.
I have a feeling it'll be a draw.
I'm going to go a Palace win.
Okay.
I don't know why. I'm feeling a Palace win.
Fair enough.
Forest Chelsea.
Away at Forest will be difficult because they're still fighting for safety, and you guys are fighting for Europe now somehow. I feel like it'll be a draw.
I'm going to go for Chelsea, because one, I'm a Chelsea fan, but two, after the last two performances, they've given me a little bit of hope.
No, that's fair enough.
So I'm going to go for Chelsea. Then the last game on that one, because Villa and Liverpool play on Tuesday, so we still won't know that. That'll be in next week's predictions. Big game though on Monday: Man United, Arsenal. The only potential hiccup for Arsenal.
Don't want to sound like a broken record, but I still think draw.
I'm going to go Arsenal. I actually think that they've got it. I think they've got it in them to win that game. That's an important one for them to win. Now,
Mhm.
the Champions League games. Obviously, we know the scores as they stand, and we know
Yep.
that they're now going to be played in Madrid and Paris
Yep.
now. So, Madrid Bayern 2-2 currently. What do you think?
I think it might be a repeat of the City tie in Madrid. It'll end in a draw, and then they'll come back like the flip of the City Real Madrid. They started in Madrid, back to Manchester, started in Bayern, draw, go back to Madrid. I feel like they'll draw again, go to extra time and pens, and Real Madrid will win on penalties again.
I think Madrid will win, but I think they'll win in normal time. I just
Okay.
think at home they'll be a bit better. I think. I think Madrid win that. And
Yep.
then the big game, the important game, PSG Dortmund.
I want Dortmund to win.
I want Dortmund to win.
It's in Paris. I feel like on the night it'll be a draw, but aggregate Dortmund will win by the one goal.
I think Dortmund will lose the game, but win on penalties.
Okay.
I think they'll lose. Yeah, I think they'll lose either like 2-1 or 1-0 or one of those. But they'll win on penalties. I've got faith in them.
So we're both predicting a Madrid Dortmund final.
Yes, we are. Yes, we are. And actually, I'll be back with you by the time. I think that's on it's either the second or
Second.
the first. We'll be able to
Morning of the
watch that.
second, yeah.
We'll be able
Lovely.
to watch that. I'm going out on the first though, so it
On a
could be.
Tuesday night. Oh wait, no, it's a Saturday night.
No, it's a
Fuck, what am I
Saturday. Yeah,
talking about?
yeah, it's a Saturday. Um, but anyway, ladies and gentlemen, that is all that we have time for today. We do hope you have enjoyed. Thank you very much for watching, and let us know any teams you want us to build, segments that you want to see, any of that sort of stuff, any games that you want us to play, and we'll do our best to get around to them. But Todd, thank you very much, my friend,
Thank you. Good to see
and
your face.
enjoy the week of football, mate.
Thank you. You too.
Alrighty, bye bye.
See ya.